What's up, Goddess Gang? Today we are back with another video, and today we got JosLove in the cut. JosLove, and I'm super excited about this video, you guys. I have been holding out on this goodie for a minute, but without further ado, here we are. So I just want to give you guys a little preface. At the end of this video, I have the first segment that I actually recorded. It's just that it's a little long and it's a little juicy, and so instead of like breaking it up into two videos or putting it at the beginning of this video, I'm gonna just drop it at the end so you guys can see it, and then I'm gonna try to start leaving chapters and stuff like that, timestamps in the description down below. If you notice that I don't, I promise. Listen, you guys, I realize that on my channel I overpromise and under-deliver a lot, and if you guys do get to watch the end of the video, you'll get a little bit of insight as to why that happens sometimes. But I want to start doing chapters and timestamps down in the description box. So if you notice that they're not there, like they might not be today, no, I want to try. But just please drop a comment and remind me. I swear I would probably cash app whoever actually does it until I get consistent, because that's how much I need y'all to remind me. So if you notice that it's not there, drop comments down below, and I'm going to be changing up my description box a lot. Shout out to Nailed by Brandy. I peeped her description box on her channel, and it really inspired me because she put on there that she is a DIY nail girl, and fancy terms are her own terms. She basically said, listen, I'm not a nail professional. Watch me and take my insight at your own risk. And I think I need that disclaimer in my description on my videos as well. So shout out to her because she really inspired me. Go check her out. She always has tons and tons and tons of unboxings on her channel, and she loves to show off her nail room with like decked out everything everywhere. Oh, and she does amazing nail art. I'm just kidding, guys. All right, without further ado, we're about to get up into this video. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, you guys, so I'm super excited about this video. This is basically like the gist of the nail set, but we are going to add a little bit of extra like usual. We are using these JosLove neon colors. We did unbox these previously on my channel. There's 6 of them. We also have Madam Glam, King of Glam in the cut. You guys have seen this on my channel before. We have the the matte top coat by Born Pretty, and that King of Glam is to die for. I love it. However, do keep in mind that it is a no wipe top coat, so it has a shiny no tack finish. And we are going in with our 3XL stiletto full coverage tips that you guys saw me unbox from Amazon or whatever, Amazon in the cut. My link to my Amazon store is over in the about section on my YouTube channel, as well as my discount codes. You will find the Born Pretty and Madam Glam discount codes there. The discount code for JosLove, if it's still active, is 10 Scorpion. Wait. Okay, yeah, that's the correct one, you guys. Also, if it doesn't work, just send them a message directly and say, hey, Scorpion Goddess Nails unboxed this on your channel and I want to buy it and I need a discount, and I'm pretty sure they will go ahead and take care of you. Shout out to JosLove in the cut. I love them. What did they send me recently besides this? Oh, the e-file. Duh. How could I forget? You guys, JosLove has e-files. Can you believe that? And I'm going to have it pop up on the screen, hopefully. Again, you guys, I'm working on all the stuff in the background. We do have Nail Reserve White Attic, which you guys see me use all the time on my channel in this video as well. That's what we're going to go ahead and we're going to base coat all of the nails, and that we're using Born Pretty as well. Once we base coat, we give a full cure. Then we'll go ahead and, now when we do these length of nails and nails in general, it's important to add a layer of base coat gel. However, for this length and for the fact that these are press-ons, it's important to add the base coat layer also for added strength and thickness. So for example, if you have a thicker base coat gel, you might want to use that one for this layer, just so that you can get a little extra strength on there. And then that way, like, because this one's pretty thin by Born Pretty, but then moving on to like, for further layers of polish in the nail set, maybe you would use a thinner base coat gel because you wouldn't want to add too much bulk. So you just want to kind of add a little strength through that base coat gel. But back to this, you guys. Okay, so JosLove hit me up and I was like, little girl. No, I'm just kidding. They didn't. That's how I feel holding it because it was so cute. Okay. No, they hit me up and they're like, hey, we got drills. And they're like, we sell on Amazon and Walmart now. And I was like, JosLove on Walmart, you are a genius, because I'm a Walmart girl. I'm a Target girl sometimes. I'm a whatever. But I'm definitely, when you live in the South, unfortunately, you got to be a Walmart girl because you don't really got that many options in some places in the South. So with that being said, I went on to Walmart and I ordered it. It came in 2 days because you know that both Walmart and Amazon have 2-day shipping. Okay, 2-day shipping for free. Yes. And there's 2 of them. So there's this one and then there's another one. The other one is pretty cool. Overall, I'm super happy that I did get this one because if you guys see the official unboxing for the JosLove 𝑒𝑚𝑜, then you will see that I did a comparison between my Kira Sky and my JosLove, and I really love the weight and the portability of this. It feels good. This clip on the back feels sturdy. It feels secure. Whenever I put this little thing on, it feels stable and secure. The handpiece has a good weight to it. It's not distributed as evenly. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting too excited, clearly. It's not distributed as evenly as I would like, but it is good. All right, back to the video. So I'm using a little sponge to kind of just make this look like, I don't know, like an ombre-ish look, or like, I'm just kind of experimenting. And this color is so pigmented that it was able to really pull this design off well. And I think that's what I really wanted to focus on with this nail set, was just put an emphasis on how beautiful all these colors were and how pigmented they are. You do not need a lot. And it was just like, wow. And then when I thought to put the King of Glam over top of it, that really set it over the top. And then I was like, well, I want them to be like, I guess, Frenchies, but I didn't want to do a traditional Frenchie or any kind of Frenchie really. So I decided to do a Frenchie outline, and I think that just made them look so effing cute. Now, I would say one thing that I maybe could have done was just go ahead and outline all of the outlines and maybe like a gold, or probably a gold or a silver maybe. But I really wanted to play off of the simplicity, and I also wanted to accentuate the vibrancy of these colors because, girlfriend, it's just like, wow. Anyways, all right, so back to this. I did use this. I showed you guys. I'm going to keep you guys updated on how well this ages and how well it can maintain wear and tear. However, I like the fact that I can kind of just set it aside and like not really worry about it. It's just, it feels very comfortable. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like you paid like $300 for your Kira Sky drill, and it's like you can't really bond with it because it's so gaudy, and it's like if you drop it, you break it, and it's like you just paid for that thing and it costs a lot. So I don't have those feelings with the JosLove one. And you guys, it was only like what, $35. Even if I had to buy a new one each year, I would still make out very much well. I'm just saying. However, again, I do want to keep my eyes on it and see how I like it overall, because I want to see like if it gets hot, or if it starts to just kind of like not work very well after a couple of weeks or after so many uses. With my Kira Sky drill, I've never had to be like, oh, it's not going to work, or oh, I wonder if it's going to work. It holds a charge forever. So I still have to see like, how long does this one hold a charge? Does the battery die quickly? Does it still perform well on a low battery? All those things. So I'll keep you guys updated on all of that. So now we went in with the King of Glam. The only thing about that is that this is a no wipe top coat. So you have to, I don't think I did it, or maybe if I did do it, I did it very lightly, but essentially you have to buff them, and then add a layer of base coat gel because they have a shiny no wipe top coat layer. So that's one of, I wish that if I could ask Madam Glam for like anything for Christmas, I would just be like, may you please make it so that either make it in a matte too, or give it a tacky layer, or I guess those are the only options. Or just have 2 versions, 3 versions. I think at least 2 versions would be good, because even if you wanted to mattify this, you have to buff it first. You can't, nothing will stick to it. So it kind of is a design flaw. As good as it is as a no wipe, it needs to be like, we can't have that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, madam. We can't have that. I hope they see this. I truly do. We are going in with our Madam Glam Ultra Liner. You guys know I love this, but I want the other one, the Ultra Fine Liner. If you want to get me any gifts, baby, you know I do still have the Cash App for Goddess Gang. I had stopped promoting it because you know what happened, that tragedy, and I was just like, I cannot. However, if you ever want to donate to the Goddess Gang, our cash tag is, hold on. What's our cash tag? Oh, Scorpion Goddess Nails. That's our cash tag. And you guys can always donate so that we can get those ultra fine liners and we can unbox them on this channel. So yeah. Another update, you guys. I'm going in with the lining now, the outline. Another update is that I realized I finally got my new laptop, and I really wanted my new laptop so bad because I wanted to start working from Final Cut Pro. And every time I use iMovie on my laptop, I'm like, girl, like, it's way faster, it's way easier, but I still got to go through all these little steps, and it's like you got to export a few times, la la. I'm like, girl, I'm hoping you getting this laptop so that you could like upgrade your life. So I got onto Final Cut Pro yesterday, and I was just like, I don't know what to do here. I'm scared. So I was going to upload a video yesterday. I was going to upload my unboxing of the drill, the nail drill. However, I started to fidget with the Final Cut Pro to see if I was going to be able to maybe upload the video from there. And it went okay. It went well, honestly, but it was challenging. It is challenging. It feels very new. I see there are some similarities to iMovie, like very vague similarities. But overall, I just feel like, oh my gosh, it's challenging. So I'm going to try today to go ahead for my first time and go ahead and try to just upload from there, like, produce my video from there or whatever. However, if it doesn't go that well, then I'm just going to stick to iMovie for now, and I'm going to just be like, upload all day and get caught up on some of these uploads. But that was the reason why the video didn't go up yesterday. Which color is you guys' favorite color out of all these? Because I really love this yellow. You guys know I loved that orange color. And then all the other colors are okay. The pink is pretty, but I'm just not crazy. Like, well, I don't like teal that much. So, but the purple is very, 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 very purple. And I love that. And then the pink is like, it's like just a pretty pink or a perfect pink. And I do like that too. But I love how they all complement each other. I don't really look at them very much and be like, oh, that would look so good on a set. Particularly, like, I kind of look at them and be like, oh my gosh, like, just all together they're so beautiful. But yeah, this ultra liner is so awesome for nail art. It makes it so much easier. But I definitely need the fine liner because this one doesn't do super fine lines the way that I would like to do them. And I want to do some super intricate nail art. I really actually want to shop on, let me see. You guys know who probably has the best brushes. Oh my gosh, these are so adorable. I'm going to put them up here. My boyfriend's always on Instagram, even though he acts like he's always busy. He's so annoying. Guys are so annoying. I hate them. The thing about it that annoys me too is that I'm not even following him. Like, can y'all stop showing me his stuff? I unfollowed him for a reason. I don't want to follow anybody. I hate everybody. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let me go on here. Nails by Dev. Nails by Dev. Nails by Dev. Come on, Nails by Dev. Okay. Where Dev nail profile at? What's her nails name? Oh my god. Nails with a Z. I should have known that. I'm on TV. Oh, that's so adorable. She is so successful. All right, let me go to her. Let me see where her nails. This is cute. Yeah, I want to shop her website. Her LinkedIn is really cute. Okay. Let me find her brushes and tools. Brushes. My Essentials brush kit. $85. Oh my gosh. It's always an investment involved. Always. What's it come with? Okay. Every damn brush you need and a beautiful case. Micro detailer brush, 9mm liner, hella cute liner, long liner, as if ombre, slim shady blender, pink hollow brush case. Hold on. Ombre. Oh, I guess that's the ombre brush. That's a weird ombre brush. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Long liner. 9mm liner. Hella cute liner. What's the difference between the long liner and the hella cute liner? I'm gonna have to look into that. And then okay, she has the top four for $53. Okay, this is the As If Ombre. I don't know about this ombre brush though. I'll be seeing them, they look a little different. Maybe this is just a bad picture. I think it's a bad picture. What y'all think? Advanced Artist Toolkit. The Luxury Artists. Damn. Diamond Detailer. Diamond Duo. She got a lot of stuff on here. Dusty brush. That's too cute. All right, I think that I really just want to try the 50. No, I think I really want to get the My Essentials brush kit, but I'm not sure yet. So let me get off of there. Anyways, you guys. Wow, this is awesome. I'm about to. Oh, that felt so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Can y'all hear that? It feels so good when that stretching be paying off. Oh, yes. Whoa. Last night, I was going to film. And this hairstyle is from yesterday. Luckily, I was able to sleep and I didn't get away with it. I was like, sheesh. Honestly, my makeup is from yesterday. I just touched it up. That's why my eyelashes look shitty. Anyways, I was going to film last night, but I was tired. And I was like, girl, you're not going to be able to be enthusiastic or engage because you're exhausted. Like, you can't even act. I think sometimes, even when I try to act, like, you can still hear it in the undertone of my voice that I'm, like, exhausted. So, I was like, if you can just go to sleep and get rest, legitimately get some rest, just sleep, rest. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to work your ass off again soon, like as soon as tomorrow. So that's what I did. And my boyfriend came to bed and I was knocked the fuck out. And my cat was laying right next to me. He's like, roll over. I was like, I'm too exhausted. And then I roll over and she's like right there laying there. I'm like, oh, it's so adorable. But yeah, so I gave in. I got some rest. I got some rest. You know you tired when you can't even drink coffee. Like, you know you're tired when you're like, nah, I'm not even going to try to drink coffee because I'm too tired. And I think I had drank coffee for like, I drank like 2 to 3 cups of coffee for like 3 or 4 days straight. And my body was like, girl, who you thought? And like, I started going into like this whole dehydrated mode. And I realized that I needed to make up for all that coffee. So yeah, I had to get some rest. I do like this top coat by Born Pretty, but I think they need to make it a little thicker because it just doesn't give that. You almost want this kind of capped look to your nails. I would say if you're just trying to keep the nails as thin and minimalistic as possible, but I'm kind of rearing away from this one for like my professional grade sets just because I want it to be thicker. It needs to be thicker. So anyways, we're going in with our SXC Cosmetics Extend Gel. I like to use this when I'm being lazy. And I'm going to put on a little bit of jewels or whatever. We got these. You guys have seen these before on my channel in the very beginning of my nail journey. And I used, I think I was using Model 1's dip kits. And I used them like they were acrylics. And then I put these all over the nails. I will try to put a picture up. I know that I deleted, I took everything off my Instagram. But the pictures of those nails used to be on my Instagram. So if you're an OG supporter, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. How do you guys miss my old Instagram posts? I'm thinking of going ahead and putting some energy into that soon. But see, these are all projects that had gotten kind of put off over the last couple of weeks and that I'm catching up on. So yeah. Oh, you guys. I gotta tell you something before we go. We got 3 more minutes. We got 3 more minutes and then okay, I'll stop. Let me stop. I'm so stupid. Nah. Okay, hold on. I just gotta check my email to make sure. So never order anything from the dollar store, dude. Never order from Dollar Tree on the internet because it will take you 6 months to get your stuff. So I finally have everything set up for real. Now there's only 2 things that I gotta do. 1, I gotta get those jars, and 2, I just have to update the, like, I have a little shade around my nail desk that's white so that all the light stays in here or it reflects off of that and onto me and onto our nails. I mean, not me. And so anyways, I gotta update that, and I gotta get my jars from the dollar store whenever they get there. Oh gosh, it's been like literally 6 weeks. I'm not joking. And then I'm gonna be finished updating my coffee bar area, and after that everything is done for me to do my nail room tour finally, because it's actually a nail room, not just one nail little sitting area. But I do have pictures and everything to show you guys how everything has progressed along the way, and I'm gonna do a super fun video, and I'm really excited about it. I'm so excited, but we're not gonna talk about it much right now because I know y'all been waiting just as long as I've been waiting. You guys see the little things, like not the ones that we're using, but 2 over, not those little bows, but then the next one over, the colorful shiny ones. I wanted to put those on here too. It took everything out of me not to, because I was like, Samantha, you need to hurry up. You don't need to be extra. You need to keep it minimum and simple. Like, you agreed to yourself, and so that's what I did. But totally wanted to add those to the nails as well. Do you guys like this nail design? Would you recreate it, or have you created a design like this before? Or do you think maybe that you would create something similar? If so, drop comments down below and let me know. I do want to take a moment before we go to thank you guys so much for joining me on yet another video. Look at this wonderful, beautiful, amazing nail set. I am going to go ahead and show you guys on Instagram how they wear, and I will go ahead and show you a reel of them, a few pictures and everything. I'm excited to put them on. They're so beautiful. I did make the mistake of putting all of the ones like on one side instead of on one side on one hand and on the other side on the other hand, but we're gonna act like that didn't even happen. Thank you so much to JosLove. Thank you so much, Madam Glam. Thank you so much, Born Pretty. Thank you so much, SXC Cosmetics, and everybody else if I missed anybody. And I love you guys so much. Please smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload. I holla y'all. Peace. What's up, Goddess Gang? Today we are back with another video. Today is Thursday, June 1st. My favorite day of the week is Thursday, aside from Sunday, you guys, and I love Mondays. So if we ever do like a random giveaway where I ask you guys like a question on my Instagram story, and I'll be like, what are my 3 favorite days of the week? If you're OG, then you already know, and you can win prizes. Okay. I want to talk to you guys about a lot of stuff, so I want to kind of like get on here and have like a little bit of a moment. While I do that, I'm also going to be figuring out what we're going to be voicing over today and everything like that. However, so I have a story time, I guess, and I'm only sharing this with you guys because it's been like a few days and I've been like, do I say anything or do I not? And I don't really talk about my personal life with anyone, but this is I think it's like considered a special circumstance because it's actually with someone from the Goddess Gang that this is involving, and it's new territory for me, and I'm very transparent. I like to tell you guys everything on my channel within reason, without telling you guys too much of my personal life. So you guys know I have been going through a lot of changes, and what my summer is going to be like, I can't imagine, because the summer that I imagine myself having versus the summer that I'm going to have are totally different. And I told you guys on one of my previous videos that was because I said my dad was an asshole, which he still is, and that he basically bailed, like he didn't follow through, and that changed like the entire tide of my life, and people don't really understand how big of a deal that is. But with the fact that did happen, and the fact that people don't really understand how big of a deal that is, I understand, and this is my life, and I have to cope. And so I have made friends with one of the girls, and you guys know her very well on my channel. Her name is V, and I always shout her out, and I love her because she's awesome. And we made friends like over a few weeks, and I was like, well, because she was always like really active on my channel, and she would encourage me, and I was like, this is such the vibe, like this is why I do this, because this helps me in my personal life, just having that encouragement and things like that. You guys know that I have also opened up about like mental health on my channel and things like that. That's mainly one of the core inspirations behind me as a person, and behind my channel, my art, and everything like that. And if you guys know me, you know I love me some coffee, especially a coffee break. Hold on, yeah. Okay, I try to hurry up when I'm drinking on camera. Okay, bye. Girl, bye. All right, so I want to give a couple of shout outs, because girlfriend, I was looking on my YouTube or whatever, I was being an actual creator for once, and I was reviewing my analytics, and I was reviewing some of my new subscribers, and I want to shout out Barbie Passion Nails. It's BARBY_passion_nails. Shout out to you, girl. You are in the YouTube spotlight for the Goddess Gang, because you follow me or subscribe to me on YouTube. I don't think I've seen you in my comments yet, or maybe I have and I overlooked it. So be sure to drop comments down below so that everybody watching this video knows who you are. She looks like she's pretty new to this, but she true to this or whatever. And I really liked, she has so many vibrant colors, and I will go ahead and I will try, you guys. I will in the future really commit to this, but I'm going to try to leave a screenshot of her channel and everything like that. But just a little information about her. She has 182 subscribers, so go over and subscribe to her channel, show her some love, tell her Scorpion sent you, and be sure to drop Goddess Gang spam for spam in the comments. And she has about 72 videos, so like I said, y'all, she new to this, but she true to this, okay? And then another shout out is Fresh Sets by Sarah. Shout out to you, girl. Now she only has 3 videos and 40 subscribers, so definitely go over and show her some love. On her about section of her YouTube, she says that she likes to do nail tutorials, watch me works, custom pressed on nails, hauls, reviews, and anything and everything nail related. So maybe if you guys would like to collab with her, because she's looking to grow and get integrated into the community, and I'm not sure that I've seen her in my comment section either, so go ahead and be sure to comment down below on this video so that we can give you some spam, girl, show you some love. And I just want to show you guys some love because I really appreciate all of you guys that subscribe to my channel. I did have some other new subscribers, but they weren't necessarily that like nail related, so the ones that were nail related, I tried to be sure to give a shout out. But shout out to all the new subscribers. And I think I'm gonna go to my dashboard right now. Okay, we're at 4,473 subscribers, and shout out to some people who have left comments lately. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. Okay, I got a comment saying that, and I really like that, honestly. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. So I'm gonna start there. That goes straight into what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I don't know, like, I know some of you guys really listen when I talk, and then some of you guys don't really care. But for y'all that listen, I know you heard me when I told you that last year I made some risks that were not very well calculated. I made just risks, right? I told you guys I took risks, I went for it, but it wasn't well calculated. I told you guys that this year I wanted all my risks to be well calculated, okay? Oh, look, y'all. I hate wearing lipstick. I try not to get it like here, so it don't get on my teeth. Oh, I should take that part out and put a behind the scenes at the end. Anyways, moving on. If I had an editor, I would, but I don't. So you want to edit my videos? Let me know. Drop comments in my DM and let me know. Let me know. I really would. If anyone wants to help me like edit my videos, if anyone wants to create a banner for my YouTube at the top, if anybody wants to create any pop-ups for my videos, just let me know. Everything would be like just what do they call it, like free for print or whatever. It would be like just you guys would do it as a creative opportunity to, you know, get some exposure and things like that. But if you did help my channel grow, then of course I will give you some money because it is what it is, you know. Anyways, moving on. So where do I want to start with this video? With this story, not this video. I think I need another sip of coffee. I ain't drink enough. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Oh, calculated risks. I remember. See, I got this. Okay. So, I want to keep it 100. On YouTube, if you want to succeed, you really have to integrate yourself. You have to take it like from being like a hobby to like a job to a certain degree. Realistically, I mean, somebody might be like, oh no, it's just a hobby, but they don't even do anything else and they just do that. That's a job. I'm sorry. So like it is, context can be skewed depending on who's perceiving or what their perception of the context is. However, overall, if you really want to be successful, you have to, there are people who are YouTubers and they build success on YouTube. They build a strong platform on YouTube and they get money on here. However, they don't really streamline their success as far as like their personal success. When you become a success on YouTube, you become a YouTuber. You don't become whoever you are. Like, you're not like one of my favorite YouTubers, you guys, is Sloan, and he has a little battles with YouTube because people hate him, and it's like, that's opposition, is to be expected, right? But if he doesn't have a lot of other stuff lined up to brand himself off of YouTube, and anything goes wrong on YouTube, then he's sacrificing everything. Like, that's his entire identity. Me, I don't want to be like that. I want to have like everything on YouTube, yes, but then I also want to have everything aside from that too. And that's where Goddess Gang comes in. That's where my blog site comes in. That's where memberships comes in. That's where collabs comes in. That's where giveaways come in and things like that. All these eventually, you know, event planning and things like that. Event planning, event hosting, all of that stuff. And so it's a big vision. And I realized I can't really do this by myself. I need to have like a team. And so that's one thing about, for example, Sloan. He's built himself a team over time because he can afford to. He's pretty successful on YouTube. And now that YouTube's kind of giving him a little pushback, I'm sure he will find a way to utilize his team in order to benefit him both on YouTube and off of YouTube. And that's essentially what I'm in the works of trying to do. And that is a challenge. Like, nothing in life worth having is easy, because things that we're doing are not very commonplace, or they're not very normal. Although there may be a lot of people that do it, and it may be very like on trend or popular, or there may be a lot of exposure to it, that doesn't necessarily mean that it is. Just because there's a lot of exposure doesn't mean that. Just don't believe the hype in every situation. In other words, there's like, for every one person that sits at home and does this, there's probably like 1,000 people that go and clock into a 9-to-5. That is a huge difference in ratio. So with that being said, when you do this, it is challenging. I have talked to people who I have observed YouTubers, but then I've also talked to people who are new, and they've actually tried it off of confidence of seeing people like me or their favorite YouTubers. And even them, like few months into it, they're like, oh crap. Like, once, you know, cause it's like, it's all a psychological thing, you know. It's just like when you get a job too, you know, cause like a lot of times you get a job and they want to take you, if you're a good employee, they want to move you up to a management position, and then you realize you're working more than you're getting paid for. And then you're like, how can I go backwards to just being a regular employee? But you're too prideful, because like now you got this power, and it's like, psychologically it's a lot. And I'm probably like losing y'all, because like it's so much. But overall, with all of that being said, I'm like really in new territory, and I'm trying new things, and I am like an independent worker. I always have been, but I realized that I need to form a team. And I also I'm a very strong leader, but sometimes I can be too fierce of a leader. And I also have to, the best leaders are also followers. So I'm like, what, 32? Am I going to be 32 this year? 23. Yeah, I'm going to be 32 this year. So this is all just like, wow. Okay. So me and V had made good friends, and I started to interact with her pretty much every day. So I was like, well, if we really love this, and like we're both looking to grow, I need to pay attention when I do stuff sometimes. I don't know why I don't do things correctly. I go too fast. Because this is supposed to have something in there. Whatever. It's just a small typo. It doesn't matter. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. I got distracted. I was looking at my community post, and I didn't do the best. But anyways, so then I was like, oh, wow. Fresh Sets by Sarah. Good girl. She got a new subscriber. It's probably me, ain't it? She got 40 subscribers now instead of 39, y'all. But anyways, see, that's what I love to see. That is so adorable. Alrighty, anyways, let me stay focused. I'm getting distracted. I need, like you really do need a team, because when you have to do everything by yourself, it's hard. All right, so anyways, so then I told Victoria, I was like, well, let's just get on a Zoom call. And we really collabed pretty well on the Zoom call, and it seemed like we would work well together, and we did. So I made a calculated risk. I put all my projects aside for an entire week, and I was like, because if this works out well, then this is going to be like really worth it. It's all about opportunity cost. Everything was going pretty well. We were working together to basically formulate formulas, and that was so fun. Like basically, like meeting formulas and like engagement formulas, just having a set schedule, accountability formulas, reflection formulas, things like that, where we could really integrate ourselves as legitimate like social media influencers, and really do this like on a real level, not just like, oh yeah, la la la, blah blah blah. But we also had another project that she proposed that we would do. This was kind of just like my ideas in the general scheme, but then she proposed her own idea that will be a project between us, and I was like, that is awesome. But we needed to get all this social media engagement and like establishing ourselves and getting onto a set schedule and having that synchrony between us in order for that other project to succeed. So I was like, listen, just let's work together on this, the Goddess Gang stuff, and we're going to integrate everything so that we can be having this streamlined, and then we can work on that other project together while we're also doing this in the background, so that when we debut that other project, that this will basically put that other project in a position to do well. But I realized that sometimes, like, okay, I got another story time for you guys. So then I have been trying to do everything all at once. So I realized that I need to be able to work. It could help me if my daughter had a tutor a few times out of the week to just help her, like, specifically. Like, because, like, I can help her. I do help her, but, like, I'm also having to wear a million different hats. I have to help the pets and clean the house and cook the food and make sure the laundry's done and deep clean every week and maintain the pet hair and, like, try to look halfway decent and try to feel halfway okay, and like make sure I stretch, make sure I exercise, make sure I hydrate, also remember to eat, like all that stuff all by myself. That's not even the gist, okay? It's not even the tip of the iceberg. And then I realized maybe if I had help cleaning up after the pets, then that would be easier. Then I could just do like more basic cleaning and then deep cleaning. And then maybe if I had help with homeschooling, like as far as getting additional help that's like one-on-one, very integrated, then that would help too. And so then I started to work with someone to help me with that stuff. However, I've just realized that everyone has their own life, and because we do live in, sorry y'all, pet hair, because we do live in like a day and age where entrepreneurship and being an independent business owner is becoming a trend. I think people kind of forgot that they need to humble themselves and be employees. And it's like, I say that with the utmost respect. Like, I'm not trying to go Kim Kardashian on y'all. But what I'm saying is like for me, okay, I do customer service for 1/4 of the year, and during that time I have to be on time. I have to be at the meetings. I don't get paid for the meetings. I don't like that, but I still show up and I show my best face. I work from home, so that doesn't mean that, oh, just because I work from home that I get to slack off or I get to make excuses. I still hold myself accountable. When I present myself to my customers, I'm not in an environment where I can let my personal life affect how I interact with my customers. Like, I have to be fresh faced, smiled. My brain has to be empty of any thoughts. Like, I can't take my personal life to work with me, even though I'm working in my own home. It's just unacceptable. And that's just the way that I live my life. And that's the way that I work. That's the way that I carry myself. That's the way that I choose to behave. Because at the end of the day, that's not a valid excuse. Saying, oh, well, this happened at home, or that happened at home, or this is going on, or that's going on. That's not a valid excuse to this network of people that are dependent on me. And that's why I'm bringing you guys this video and telling you guys about things that have gone on. And that's why I always try to tell you guys about my real life behind the scenes, and the things that go right and the things that go wrong, or the things that just don't go as planned. They might not necessarily go right or wrong, but that is the point of this, is because that has kept me away. And I have a lot of, like, when I look at my to-do list, I have a lot of brands that I'm working with. I have a lot of personal projects that I'm working on for my own brand that I am holding myself accountable to keep up as well, just like I would promote all these brands. I remember I'm working with JosLove and 𝑚𝑒𝑚𝑜. Like, 𝑚𝑒𝑚𝑜, they didn't send me anything recently, like, but they I still, the product I have from them I love, and I even thought about busting out their polygel soon because I'm really obsessed. These brands, I remember when they started from nothing, and they don't promote other brands, they promote themselves. They might promote other artists, but that's with the benefit of promoting themselves. So if I see that and I know that that's how I want to fashion myself, I have to stay focused on that. But nevertheless, calculated risks. Okay, so let's get into the story. So we basically had agreed to work together. We got onto Zoom, and I was like, well, we got onto Zoom, and we was hitting it off, and it was like a mutually beneficial situation, for not only the current project that I'm working on or elaborating on, but also a future project together that would eventually elaborate into future projects for the Goddess Gang all together, right? That was like the ultimate goal. But sometimes people don't really, I just realized that there's like a loss of focus in our society, or like a loss of, like, a sense of accomplishment. Like, when my son was younger, I used to, like, now this was 10 years ago, it's way different. But when he was 3, we would always write on his whiteboard our goals and our accomplishments every day. So we would take the stuff from the goals and we would put it over to the accomplishments every single day. And that gave him, again, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of knowing that when he set his mind to something, that he could do it and it would get done, and that would be it. And that's how I live my life. Like, that's how I got where I am. That's how I get where I'm going every day. And, like, luckily I'm in a relationship with someone who understands that, who lives and fashions himself by that as well. And so I can see how, despite the person that I am, because, like, I might be a tough person, or I might be, like, a little blunt or too honest, or like selfish sometimes, or just like out of my damn mind at other times, whatever anyone says. I always have the best intentions. I always have a good heart, and I'm always coming from a place of experience, based on experience, because I wouldn't guide anyone unless I know. Like, otherwise, I trust when the Bible says, like, when you lead, that you get judged more closely than if you would just sit back and shut up. So I'm like, girl, if you don't know, you better sit back and shut up, because if you lead those people the wrong way, and I've even showed you guys on my channel, like that one time when I was doing my mani and I was using alcohol to clip my cuticles, and I knew that was wrong in that moment, because I was like, Samantha, but I was behaving recklessly. And I came back to you guys and I said, look, that's not correct. And from now on, you guys will see that I like to put on the cuticle oil first and then go ahead and take care of the cuticles. Like, or you can put softener on there and then you can take care of them. But the point is that you definitely don't put alcohol, right? You don't dehydrate them and then clip them. Like, that's just, we all make mistakes. None of us are perfect, right? But it's the ability to admit to your mistake that really, and to see, like, okay, this is where I went wrong and this is what I would do. And also to prove that in your actions, because there's nothing worse than an empty apology. There's nothing worse than someone says, oh, I'm so sorry, and then they turn around and they do it again. That's just like, I hate that. But there are things that are a little infuriating too, okay? Especially for me. So when I went ahead with this project with Victoria for the Goddess Gang, I did most of the work because I knew that the project that we were going to work on together was like what was most exciting, and it also was what was most important for both of us. The project that I had that I like invited her to help me with for the Goddess Gang and stuff, that was more just like, I would like your creative efforts, and also like just a little bit of time and insight here and there. But I think there was a lack of communication because we weren't actively working on both projects at the same time. But that was just supposed to be for 1 week, and then we were going to transition. But overall, we didn't get that far because everyone has their own perspective. I think that it was just that we were exhausted, and like it was the week before, like every girl's worst enemy arrives every month for me. And then for her, she was just, it's all new territory. It's like, you go from living your own life to like getting on a 9 to 5 schedule on a fucking project that you're not even getting paid for. And it's like, I'm sorry, what are you talking about? What do you need me to do? Like, bitch, where? But overall, that's my life. That's what I do every single day, and I love it. I actually work my ass off so that I can do that, and it's what I want to continue to do. And I realize that I have a lot to offer, and I don't really have a lot of relationships with women ever. Like in my life, I haven't had a relationship with my mom. I don't have relationships with my sisters. When I do have relationships with my sisters, it goes well, except for when they get tired of me because I'm like Miss Know-It-All, Miss Talk Too Much. And I'm okay with that. But these days I'm pretty much into self-preservation. So it's like, I don't really, like if whatever I have to offer is not satisfying or it's like overwhelming to anyone, then I'm really into self-preservation at this point. So it's like, I have no problem just sitting back and relaxing, focusing on myself. But I think my work ethic is a little bit like excessive, or like, y'all know I was like a workaholic. I have calmed down since then, but when I'm really excited about something, I really have a goal and I want to accomplish it. Like, I'm in my brain, I'm like, okay, goal accomplished, goal accomplished. So when I'm like that, I kind of just want to get everything done and then kind of sit back and then look at it from a broad perspective. But I think overall it's just like differences of perspective or differences of understanding of life. I've noticed that, it's all about just our choices. Also, I have a relationship, luckily, where I can just have any kind of interaction with my boyfriend, whether it be good or bad or horrible or like amazing, and he'll love me 100% the same throughout each and every single one of those experiences. And when I got blessed with that, it helped change me as a person. It helped me learn how to love people and myself that way as well. And now I love everyone like that. Like, I might hate the fuck out you for a minute. Trust me. I might be like, oh my God, I hate you. Like, why? But I love you unconditionally. I swear. Like, I'm here. I love you unconditionally. Anything, whatever. And I really want to attract people like that into my life because, one, I know that I at least have one person like that. And two, I have borderline personality disorder. You guys have heard that before. And with that, I can't really, if I'm passionate about something or if I feel like a trigger from, like, for example, rejection, or just like if I feel like I'm like being put into like kind of like an outcast position where it's like I'm the problem, how, like, what I do, like, type of thing like that, then, because I always try to do everything I can to be like the best version of myself. And also I get triggered, period. I get triggered and I might fucking just express how I feel, and I will express the fact that I have the right to express how I feel. I'm not, if I just speak how I feel, and then I get really upset if anyone's like blaming me when I'm like, first off, take accountability, and then second off, blame me. But first off, take accountability, because I'm always going to take accountability first. Like, I'm not this, that, and the other, this, but yeah. So we had a girl fight, me and Tori. We had a girl fight, and I wasn't going to talk about it on my channel at all, but I do view her as a friend and also like a top supporter. And this has kept me away from my channel for a few days, just because it's like awkward, because it's like, I don't know what to do. Do you talk about it? Do you not talk about it? One, I need to tell you guys why my website's not done yet, why my projects are delayed, why my presence is not here. And then obviously, you know, like I'm sad. So I need to like utilize y'all for what I always utilize y'all for, which is good vibes and, you know, prayers. So definitely send prayers. I haven't been able to talk to anyone about this. I tried to talk to my boyfriend about it, but he doesn't care. So he doesn't, which is fine. Who cares, honestly? But it was a semi-calculated risk. I knew probably that it was going to end up like that. I just didn't really think that it would, but everyone has their own perspective on things. I just don't agree with Tori's perspective of this, because I think some people are just, they try to, like, they just need to be who they are and be happy. Like, girl, boy, everybody, like, be happy. But anyways, so I don't want to tell you guys too much, but overall, that's what happened. And so now all those projects are delayed, and I'm working on my own stuff. And that, coupled with like trying to, you know, have someone help me in other areas of my life, like trying to collaborate in other areas of my life, I just feel like, girl, do you even want to collab? I know that it will work out. I have to get into the right, like, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. That's what they say. So I just have to get lucky. But anyways, without further ado, you guys, that's my little story time. Let's get into any video. So I want to tell you guys, sorry if this video is long, but oh, I did do this. Oh, I voiced it over. Oh, I uploaded it, didn't I? You guys, my life, I've been like, I feel like I came from outer space. For real, it's hard to keep up with all this stuff. I wish I could just film and like, and then at the end of the day, just hand my phones to like my secretary and be like, here, bitch, and then she can like export all my files and like put everything in folders. And I swear, because when I do this, it's like, again, sensory overload. But I don't know, you guys. I wish I could talk more about like everything, but there's not really a lot to talk about, because I feel like it was just a stupid situation, and I feel like, you know, I'm kind of a little reluctant to chase after people, because I don't want to like make a fool of myself or get my feelings hurt, or I don't even want to spend time doing that. It's like I don't know what to do, so I'm kind of stuck, because I feel like I'm going into a phase where I'm like a little heartless. But then at the same time, it's not really the case. It's just that I'm really focused on, like, you know, what I need to do. So sorry, y'all. I have a to-do list, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, yes, so I started to create a nail set with that Rosalind is looking good. Okay, I'm not voicing over that one though, because it's not ready yet. All right, and then I did go ahead and unbox I unboxed JosLove nail drill, you guys. Love. I gotta show y'all. Hold on. This thing. Now, definitely want to see how it holds up over time, if it's even gonna be like worth the investment in the long run. But this is it, and I love it. It's the perfect size, it's the perfect weight, it's very portable. If you want a portable drill, that like, I definitely recommend that one. You can save 10% with my discount code, which is Scorpion 10. Is it Scorpion 10? Hold on, y'all. Wait, let me pull this off. 10 Scorpion. See, I'm not gonna be lazy no more. It's 10 Scorpion. 10 Scorpion. See how good it feels when you don't procrastinate? JosLove, is y'all up in my bio? Let me see. Hold on. Let me go here. Expand content, analytics, customization. I think that's where it is. Customization, basic info. And where are my links at? Is my JosLove on here? No, it's not. Add a link. Okay. Let me see. JosLove. Where's y'all website? So does my code even work for y'all? I don't even know. Y'all try it and let me know before I put it up here. On my, that's why I don't have it over here on my about section on my my YouTube, because I don't know. Some of the brands keep up very well. Some of the brands here and there. So anyways, y'all, moving on. Let me see what we got. I think it goes moving on. All right. Anyway, so shout out to V. Shout out to V. Shout out to V. I love that girl though. I don't care about that. I think some people okay, so I didn't do the money ones. Oh, no wonder why y'all is over here. Wait a minute. Unboxing Madam Glam. Oh yeah, I did. Why did you message me? I did that. Like, I just didn't put the picture up. All right, cool. So let's delete this. No, it was because like that threw me off. I thought I didn't put that video up there. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, okay. I got all my videos right here. Okay, I'm good. I'm good, y'all. Hold on, wait. Let me see. This one is 22 minutes. I know y'all are sick of me with these long videos, ain't y'all? I don't care. I don't care. Be mad at your mama, not me. You didn't miss me? But anyways, so back to what I was saying. I love V, and I think some people just don't really know how to be loved. I swear. I think they feel like a little too hard on themselves, or like they just don't take failure very easily, or they don't like really want to ever own up to, not saying that this is her or anything like that. Let me clear that up. They don't really want to own up or like be like, oh, you were right, or like, oh, I was wrong, or there was a misunderstanding or whatever. But there's not a whole lot that I can do except just pray for everyone and wish the best. And also I realized that I just don't want to chase after like anyone in any situation where I feel like they could afford to come and meet me halfway. And so I will go ahead and extend my hand all the time, but I'm not gonna like chase after anybody or anything like that, because I don't want that's not goddess energy, and we have to have goddess energy. And I definitely did act like a little brat, because I was like, this girl is offensive as hell right now. But she can tell y'all that she can tell y'all that on her channel from her perspective. That's, I don't really, I mean, it is what it is till it ain't. Okay, anyways, dang, I got all this stuff up here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta start deleting stuff. But yeah, we were just overwhelmed, and it was insane. Everything was so crazy. All right, so we're gonna voice over a JosLove video together, but not on this one. So I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and say bye to you guys. I'm just gonna upload this one in a vertical format, I guess. Nah, I don't know what to do. What should I do? It's so long. I don't know what to do. I wish I was live. I need to just start going live and stop acting like a brat. Like, I'm such a miserable person. Like, why? Anyways, all right. Hold on, y'all. We about to start a voice.